Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the News Hour special edition this Saturday evening, and I'm Heena Gambhir. Viewers, each time his party has won an electoral match, Rahul Gandhi called it triumph of democracy. When his rival, the BJP's numbers came down, he called the match result a seismic change in India's political landscape. But each time he lost the match, he called it match fixing. When the verdict favors him or his allies, he praises the party. But when it doesn't favor him, he brands India's institutions as villains. When government institutions do not toe his political line, he rubbishes and doubts them. His charge always is that system is compromised. For last 1 month, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was busy voicing doubts about Operation Sindoor, our defense forces and India winning the battle against Pakistan. Today, he reopened a battle line. He called the win by BJP-led Maha in Maharashtra 2024 Assembly elections a case of match fixing. In an op-ed titled Match Fixing Maharashtra, the Gandhi sign alleges that Election Commission, under the directions of the BJP, helped the Maha to win by doing the following. 1. Adding fake voters to electoral rolls. 2. Inflating the final voter turnout. 3rd. Concealing the evidence trail. Because Rahul Gandhi was repeating himself. He had alleged this in December 2024 as well, and multiple times in February this year itself. The Election Commission, in a strong response, junked the Congress MP's claims. What did the EC say? 1. It called his charge an attempt to defame the institution after unfavorable verdict. 2. The EC called the allegations absurd, while the nation trusts the integrity of the election process. 3. The Election Commission re-released a document it had issued in April only this year and said that Congress MPs' allegations are completely absurd. And then Rahul Gandhi came up with another counter. He called the EC a constitutional body. He said releasing unsinged, evasive notes to intermediaries is not the way really to respond to serious questions. He asked EC to publish consolidated machine-readable voter rolls for the most recent elections to Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabhas of all states, including Maharashtra. Not just that, he asked EC to release all post-5 p.m. footage, CCTV footage from Maharashtra polling booths. Doubling down the attack, he said, evasion won't protect credibility. BJP came out all guns blazing against Rahul Gandhi, accusing him of resorting to fakery. Party chief JP Nadda has said the Congress leader is lying. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan issued a strong rebuttal, saying Rahul is following a predictable script of losing elections, then discrediting institutions, fabricating conspiracies and portraying himself as a victim. Interestingly, the BJP asked, is Rahul Gandhi crying match fixing just because he is likely to lose the match in the upcoming Bihar elections? Listen.
कुछ जगहों पे चुनाव का समय खत्म होते वक्त पोलिंग में 10-10, 15-15% का उछाल हो गया। उसके बाद जिस तरह दोनों ने मिलकर महाराष्ट्र में इलेक्शन को लूटा है, केंद्र और प्रदेश ने मिलकर, तो ये लोकतंत्र के लिए बहुत खतरनाक बात है।
इसका मतलब ये है कि राहुल गांधी इन्होंने बिहार में अपनी हार मान ली है। मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि जब तक राहुल गांधी जमीन पर नहीं उतरेंगे, तथ्यों को जब तक वो नहीं समझेंगे और जब तक अपने आप से झूठ बोलेंगे, अपने आप को झूठा आश्वासन और झूठा दिलासा देंगे, तब तक उनकी पार्टी कभी जीत नहीं सकती। उनको जागना ही पड़ेगा, यथार्थ समझना ही पड़ेगा।
And in the evening only, Rahul Gandhi had in fact responded to the Election Commission. He said releasing unsigned evasive notes to intermediaries is not the way to respond to serious queries. Viewers, we would like to now expand on Rahul Gandhi's Save Democracy and election pitch that only comes when his party or alliance loses. In 2023, the Congress won in Karnataka and Telangana. No questions were raised about EC's fairness. In 2024, JMM Congress alliance retained Jharkhand. He forgot to congratulate the EC for holding free and fair polls. In 2024 Lok Sabha elections, he called Congress's tally of 99 seats a seismic shift. Again, no complaints against the Election Commission. But why is he targeting the EC over Maha Aghadi's crushing loss in Maharashtra? That's the big question. Next, the Election Commission is not the only institution under Rahul Gandhi's radar. He has been questioning or criticizing or making controversial statements against other institutions as well. He displayed no trust in the CAG after the Rafale report just because he had called the Rafale deal a scam. He has no trust in ED. He faces ED cases. He has no trust in CBI. He has said it is controlled by BJP and Modi Sarkar. He has no trust in forces. He is on record claiming Chinese troops thrashing Indian soldiers. He has no trust in Operation Sindoor. He doesn't believe India's army that Pakistan begged for a truce. He instead believes Donald Trump and claims that Trump said Narendra surrender, and he did. So we debate tonight. What should our institutions do? What do they need to do to earn his respect? Let me go across to my guests who are joining us on this debate. We have Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, who is a political analyst, Dr. Mohammad Amin, former Joint Director, Election Commission of India, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, who is a political analyst, and also Vivek Srivastav, who is a political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Newshour, the weekend edition this Saturday evening. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, I want to ask you, what do our institutions need to do to earn Mr. Rahul Gandhi's respect?
Heena ji, in your initial comments, you did say that EC responded to all the comments made by the Rahul Gandhi. I can hear my voice, kindly remove that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to tell you clearly, Heena ji, that EC did not respond to the comments of Rahul Gandhi on the 2023 Election Commissioner Appointment Act, which the BJP changed. Why the BJP changed the Election Commission Appointment Act, where 3 people have to be there to nominate the Election Commission, the umpire in this case. So there was Supreme Court Chief Justice, there was Leader of Opposition and the Prime Minister. The Supreme Court Chief Justice is removed and the Home Minister is added, which makes the favor of makes it in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. Second point, so Election Commissioner will be chosen by clearly BJP's Prime Minister and Home Minister specifically. Second point, there has been a rule of 1960 regulation where the CCTV footage of all the election happening has to be made public. This was changed. This was amended when Rahul Gandhi ji went to the parliament and asked that the CCTV footage of the Maharashtra elections has to be made public.
Right.
There, not only it was denied, but the rules were changed. So I want to ask that why the rules were changed. चोर की दाढ़ी में तिनका, अगर आपको कोई भी शक शुबा नहीं है तो ये रूल्स को चेंज करने की क्या आवश्यकता पड़ी है? Third, 31 lakh people were added to the voters in the period of 5 years in Maharashtra elections.
Okay.
From 2019 to 2024.
Okay.
Interestingly, from 2024 Lok Sabha election to 2024 Vidhan Sabha elections, 41 lakh people were added in 4 months. How is this possible?
Dr.
These are the
Dr. Akashdeep Muni, I heard you. I heard the answer that you have given, but you did not answer the specific question that I asked you. Meanwhile, before I move further in this debate, we have some important updates as well coming in at this point in time. Sources in the Election Commission of India have said Shri Nehru, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, Shri Rajiv, Shri Narasimha Rao, Dr. Manmohan Singh, all prime ministers appointed CEC and ECs at their sole will. Now, for a first time, a law made by Parliament under Article 325 is in place since 2023 for the appointment of CECs and ECs. Which is better, the earlier system or the new one? Now there is consultation, there is transparency, there is a concept of majority in selection of CEC or ECs. As far as Chief Justice of India is concerned, it was a self-made appointment by the CJI himself till a law was made. No appointments were ever made by such ad hoc committee. This is what we have got from the sources in the Election Commission of India. I hope it answers your question. But since you did not answer my direct question, let me take that across to Vivek Srivastava. Vivek Srivastava, I want to ask you. Rahul Gandhi doesn't seem to be trusting anybody, neither his own party leaders, nor the institutions in this country. I mean, what should the institutions really be doing to gain his respect, gain his trust? Because it's important. He is the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha.
Right. You see, no, the Election Commission doesn't have to do anything to take the support or to gain the confidence, to get the praise from anyone, whether it is the BJP or the Congress or the communists or the media. It should act independently. It should function independently. However, if serious questions are being asked by a seasoned politician of this country who also happens to be LOP professionally, they need to be answered clearly and on time and clarifications given, which is not the case. That is the problem.
Okay.
Nobody says the Election Commission should come and placate us. लेकिन हम सवाल पूछेंगे तो जवाब दीजिए. Mr. T.N. Seshan, who was the Chief Election Commissioner of this country, and he played a revolutionary role, and he said कि मेरी उपलब्धि है कि मैंने देश को बताया है कि मैं Chief Election Commissioner, Government of India का नहीं हूँ, I am the Chief Election Commissioner of India, and that is the difference, and that is what the present Chief Election Commissioner and this Election Commission has forgotten. Everything is so biased, rules are bent, leniencies are given to the ruling party. We keep on complaining, hearings are late. आप 8-8 महीने 10-10 महीने साल आप रेस्पॉन्ड नहीं करते हो, आप आंसर्स लिख करके देते नहीं हो किसी क्वेरी को. यू आर नॉट ट्रांसपेरेंट, यू डोंट रिलीज सीसीटीवी फुटेजेस. ये हमारे कंप्लेंट्स हैं और ये सही है, ये ईडी के लिए भी है, सीबीआई के लिए भी है. आप करिए ना, आप ट्रांसपेरेंटली बोलिए. Why not? So it is not the question. Nobody is saying you come and bend backwards for us. All we are saying is answer our questions on time and transparently and stop favoring the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is happening.
Okay.
इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं. Voters list, I want to question the voters list. अभी दिल्ली का इलेक्शन हुआ था. इतने सारे जो नाम थे वो झुग्गी झोपड़ी कॉलोनियों में डिलीट हुए because they are not traditional voters of the BJP.
Okay.
On every booth we have seen it.
Okay. So you're saying institutions like the Election Commission and other need to be transparent, need to respond to the questions that Rahul Gandhi is asking. Sanju Verma, how will you like to respond? He is the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha. He has a right to ask questions. Why shouldn't the institutions respond?
Heena, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear to you. The fact of the matter is that between 1951 and 2014, in those 63 years, it was the president who used to select the chief election commissioner and his team based on the advice given by the prime minister and the cabinet. Now, after Narendra Modi took charge, at least you have one representative of the opposition who's part of the panel that will choose or select the chief election commissioner. That is the first point. The second point is this, that Rahul Gandhi says, I'm coming to the main point here. He says that the average voter turnout in Maharashtra was 58.22% till 5 p.m. Suddenly, at 6 p.m., it was announced that the voter turnout had risen by 7.83 points to 66.05%. Now he says in that 1 hour, 76 lakh voters cast their vote. My point is this, 58.22% was the voter turnout. The Election Commission has said every hour 58 lakh people were casting their votes in the Maharashtra Assembly, which means that in the last 2 hours, 1.16 crore people should have cast their votes. Instead of 1.16 crore people, only 76 lakh people cast their vote.
Are you the spokesperson for the election
Which
commission?
means, even if
Are
we
you the
take Rahul
spokesperson of the
Gandhi's
election
allegations
commission?
at face value, even if we take Rahul, why are you talking in between? Heena, did I interject? What is wrong with this guy?
Allow her to finish the point she's making. Allow her to finish the point she's making. You will get time. You will get time for a rebuttal. 1 second, Vivek Srivastav. Allow her to finish the point she's making. Nobody interrupted when you were speaking.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Henna, she is the official spokesperson.
Allow her
of the
to
BJP.
finish the point she's making. Vivek
Listen to
Srivastav,
me,
I will give you time for a quick
अरे
response.
मैडम पर टाइम की बात नहीं है, वो बीजेपी की spokesperson
नहीं, उनको
है,
कहने
election
दीजिए
commission
ना.
की नहीं है.
Allow her to
Why is
finish
she
the
all
point she's
talking on
making.
behalf
I
of
did
the
not
EC?
step Dr. Akashdeep Muni when he never answered my question. A direct question was asked. So allow her to finish the point she's making. I'll give you time to respond. Yes, Sanju Verma, finish your point.
This always, no, I don't like this. This always happens the moment I start calling out the bluff of the idiots. They start getting rattled.
Let's be civil.
This man in
Please
particular,
finish
Vivek
your point now.
Srivastav is the
Let's be
best
civil
analyst.
and let's finish. Please finish your point now, Sanju Verma.
I was being civil, but I don't think civility works. Let me now finish my point. Rahul Gandhi said in the last 2 hours, 76 lakh votes were cast. My simple point is this, what Mr. Chokhalingam, the State Election Commissioner of Maharashtra, has said. He said if 58 lakh people were casting their votes every hour in Maharashtra, then in the last 2 hours, 1.16 crore people should have cast their votes. But against 1.16 crore people, we only had 76 lakh people who cast their votes. So the average run rate of the last 2 hours was less than the run rate throughout the day. So Rahul Gandhi has no business complaining. Point number 1. Point number 2, Heena, very interestingly and very quickly. In the Jharkhand Assembly elections of 2024, at 5 p.m., the voter turnout was 55.24%.
Right.
At 6 p.m., the voter turnout was 67.74%, up by 12.5 percentage points. Nobody complained. In the 2023 Telangana elections, voter turnout at 5 p.m. was 52.14%. At 6 p.m., the voter turnout was up by 11.8 percentage points at 63.94%. BJP lost Telangana. We did not complain. 20 seconds more.
Very
in the
quickly,
November
Sanju Verma.
2022 Himachal elections. Yes, very quickly. In the November 2022 Himachal elections, Heena, the voter turnout was 61.9% at 5 p.m. It went up to 75.6% at 6 p.m. We lost Himachal elections. We did not complain. And the last example, Heena, please. Last example is Karnataka.
Okay.
The voter turnout was 57.94%. Listen to this. Voter turnout at 5 p.m. in Karnataka was 57.94%, Heena. It went up to a massive 71.84%. At 6 p.m. we lost.
You've
Karnataka,
quoted
but we
some
did not
interesting
complain.
data there, Sanju Verma. And I want to go across to Dr. Mohammed Amin, who is former Joint Director, Election Commission of India. I want to ask you, sir, there have been allegations, then we've seen response coming in from the Election Commission of India. What do you make of it? Are these allegations by Rahul Gandhi valid as far as the Maharashtra election results are concerned and how the polling really happened there?
Heena ji, if you can fact see, and Mr. Modi came in the power on 14th, 2014, he came as the Prime Minister of India. And before that, they can see the practice of the selection of the election commissioners directly proposed by the Law Ministry, and Law Ministry has given the approval to the election commissioner as joining as the election commissioner of India. And this was recommended by the Prime Minister of India at that time. That was a chosen, pick and choose. That was the policy of the Congress. The BJP has also started the same, but there was a lot of hue and cry that they are the favoring to the BJP party. So that's why their case has gone to the Supreme Court of India. The CGI, then CGI has given the verdict. So there was no rule to make the election commissioner selection. So that's why he has given the verdict just for temporary, that Prime Minister of India and leader of opposition and the CGI will be the member of that committee till the law is not coming in force. So that's why the 23rd this parliament has made the decision for choosing of the election commissioners. That's why the prime minister is there, home minister is there, and LOP is there. So this is no, I don't think this is everything is clear. Opposition leader is there for the selection, and the home minister must be there, and the prime minister is the chairman of the committee. So what is the hue and cry in that? He has the same procedure like earlier we have. There is no problem. They have the second issue. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I am sure that Rahul Gandhi is a seasoned politician. I welcome him. What he has raised the question, he know that Mrs. Gandhi was the and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was their relative, grandfather, grandmother, and we can say his father, mother, and sister. Now he has chosen two places, Wayanad and Raebareli. How is this become? He became the member of parliament two places, and again you can see his sister became Raebareli member of parliament. So what it shows? This shows that the election commission has the crystal clear. This is the constitutional body. They cannot favor it anyone. And I'm going to tell you the second point, when they have the blame for the induction of the voters in the list. Everybody knows, every politician, your viewers knows, and every person knows in India that whenever we have the elections, before that we have the survey of the voter list. Deletion and addition. Both has happened. So he said that 31 lakh means crores of voters can induct, and thousands of and lakhs of the voters is going to be deleted. There is some reason, I don't know. Sometime happened. They moved out, their death, and other cause.
Okay.
So this is very clear. Where is the problem? And if in case of the third one, in case of they are telling that in the Maharashtra election, there was a election commission has always believing to the voters and giving the facilities to voters to vote their franchise.
Right. Why?
So this is the right of the voters in the constitution. So that's why we are opening since the morning till evening. In the closer, in the last moment, in the closer we have the always happen in the evening. Lot of the voters turn out, come. So we have the duty to up to till night, midnight. If the voters are there, they cast their votes. They cannot go without the vote. So this is the procedure. And unnecessary, whenever if we have the election in the states, this type of the remarks come from the LOP side, opposition side, opposition leaders are blaming to the election commission. I am sure that nobody can, if the Rahul Gandhi can sit as the election commissioner, he cannot change the voters' mind.
Okay, that's an interesting piece of information you shared with our viewers. I know Vivek Srivastava wants to respond. Dr. Akashdeep Muni also wants to respond. But before that, I want to go across to Tushar Gupta. Tushar Gupta, Jharkhand, Telangana, more than 10% rise between 5 to 6 p.m. was match winning. 8% in Maharashtra was match fixing. I mean, what's really happening? Because Rahul Gandhi says match fixing of Maharashtra will come to Bihar next, and perhaps that's the reason why he's raised this issue today.
Good evening, Heena. Look, I'll go fact by fact, point by point. Point number one, by this time, the party's internal surveys start coming in. And the Congress, I'm sure, like the BJP, will have its own internal surveys coming in, which will show Congress losing in Bihar again, which is, again, no surprise because they're not even in the top four party. I mean, RJD, JDU, BJP, even for that matter, LJP rank higher than them in Bihar. So that's the problem. Rahul Gandhi already knows that he's losing Bihar, and all this is a charade to just sort of cloak his political incompetence. Point number two, Akashdeep Muni, who often talks about the Aam Aadmi Party, also was talking about the increase in vote share. In Punjab, for instance, between 2017, when Aam Aadmi Party emerged as the principal opposition party, and in 2022, when they came with a stunning majority in the state, the vote share went up from 1.9 crore to 2.1 crore. Now, do we say that Aam Aadmi Party only won because there was an increase in the number of voters? So Akashdeep Muni probably wants to revisit his logic. Point number three, Rahul Gandhi is now asking the election commission for a footage, for the CCTV footage, which again is right. But then the question arises, Heena, is what were his polling agents doing? All those polling agents on the day of the polling in their respective polling booths would have signed Form 17C. They would have matched the EVM numbers. They would have matched the entire voting process. What were the polling agents doing? Quiet, Vivek Srivastava, quiet. Quiet.
They have complained in case
You need to be schooled like a kindergarten kid. Absolutely
Vivek
quiet.
Srivastava, I'm coming to you for a rebuttal. 1 second, allow him to make his opening remarks at least. Nobody interrupted you when you were speaking. Yes. Quickly finish your point.
Heena, I must say this, that it appears that Vivek Srivastava is here to derail every Times Now debate he's on. Nevertheless, my point, Heena, is that if Rahul Gandhi believes that something was amiss in Maharashtra, there were 53 seats of the 288 constituent assemblies where the opposition won. Two seats registered an increase in the number of electors between the Lok Sabha election of 24 and the state assembly election of 2024 in Maharashtra. The voter increase was also present in these constituencies and the opposition won these constituencies. So where is the conspiracy theory? If you are saying you need footage, what were your polling agents doing? If you say you need to have the look at the numbers, your own numbers also do not make sense. You are winning the seats where the electors are gaining.
Okay, let me take these points across now to Vivek Srivastava. Vivek Srivastava, some pertinent points have been made, and I'd like to ask you, one, what were the polling agents doing? And second, you know, if Rahul Gandhi has genuine doubts, if these are indeed serious allegations and they can be substantiated with some kind of proof, he can always take them to the courts, right? I believe he still has faith in judiciary.
I'll tell you now. Listen to me now, very carefully. Number one, when we raise any point against the election commission, it is the duty of the election commission to answer and justify, not the BJP and the ruling party. Point number one. So, I mean, why does the BJP come every time and start justifying our questions against the election commission? I don't know. Election commission is same for all of us, the Congress and the BJP both. So if we have any problems or they have any problems,
You're repeating
let the election
yourself now,
commission
Vivek
answer.
Srivastava. You're
It doesn't
repeating
answer.
yourself.
Point number
I
one.
have
Point number
asked
two.
you a question.
Yeah,
I
let
have
me
asked
come
you
and
a
let me
question.
speak.
If
Madam,
indeed
listen.
these allegations
Let
are
me speak.
serious,
Let me
if he
speak.
has
Yes,
something
let me
to
speak.
substantiate these allegations,
speak.
everybody in this country has got, you know, the courts to go to. Rahul Gandhi, I believe,
Let me
still
speak.
has
Let me
some
speak.
faith in the
Sorry,
judiciary.
madam.
He
No,
doesn't trust the
I don't believe.
institutions
I
that
don't.
much,
The
but maybe he
judiciary-
can consider going to the
Listen to
courts.
me. Okay, so that means that you have सरकारी में महकमाज and babus sitting and doing wrongs, और उसके बाद जाकर के नागरिकों को बोल दो जाओ भैया कोर्ट में धक्के खाओ. आप ये कह रही हैं?
नहीं, मैं
चाहे
आपसे
NCD हो,
सवाल
DD
पूछ
हो,
रही हूँ क्योंकि
election
आप
commission हो,
नवंबर
जज बोर्ड हो.
2024
No,
के
आप
चुनाव
सुनिए
की
ना,
बात
मुझे
कर रहे
बोलने
हैं
दीजिए.
2025 में. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand because Rahul Gandhi is saying something, EC is responding and saying something else.
No.
As people of this country, we also need answers,
Please
right?
give me 20 seconds. Please give me 20 seconds. You don't need answers. We need the answers. And the election commission is not answering. The BJP is answering on their behalf. That is the problem. और सुनिए इस देश में ईडी है, सीबीआई है और आपके डीडीए है, एमसीडी है, सरकारी महकमे है. अगर ये कल्चर चल गया कि जो मर्जी कोई भी महकमा कर ले, जाओ जाकर के फाइल करो केस और जज डिसाइड करेगा क्या सही क्या गलत.
Okay.
तो ये मतलब क्या हुआ इस बात का? Why should we go to the court? Let the election commission give. और ये मोहम्मद अमीन साहब बैठे हैं यहाँ पे. मोहम्मद अमीन साहब कह रहे हैं सब कुछ बहुत बढ़िया चल रहा है दुनिया में.
तो मुझे एक बात समझ नहीं आ रही. You know, I have one question. 1 second, and this question, I would like Dr. Amin to answer this question. You know, Rahul Gandhi in his op-ed has mentioned, I'm not talking about small-scale cheating, but of industrial-scale rigging involving the capture of our national institutions. I'm just trying to understand why has the BJP not used this, you know, high-level rigging to win, you know, the states in the southern part of the country that it has been trying to enter for a very, very long time? It could have used it, right? Dr. Amin, Vivek Srivastava, that question is for Dr. Amin. Yeah.
Sure.
Heena ji, actually, last debater was telling about the polling agents. In system, they have all party agents. Part 17 form is also there, and everything in the eyes of the press, media, and every thing is on the eyes of the everyone. So how they can say, how they can blame this type of thing, rigging one? I don't know. If the Rahul Gandhi became an election commissioner, he cannot do anything. I was the also observer sometime, so I have seen nobody can do it. In case of the EVMs, EVM is already certified by the Supreme Court of India, and all the procedures are.
No, it is not certified.
Certified by the Supreme Court. He has seen, he has observed. Everything is given by the clarification. Every clarification is given by the Election Commission of India to Supreme Court of India.
Dr.
We
Amin
are
is
not liable to
former
answer
Joint
you.
Director, Election
Okay,
Commission
Mr.
of India.
Srivastava,
At
we
least
are
you will
answerable
have
to
to
the
listen to what he is
stakeholders.
saying. He
We
knows
are answerable
how
to the
Election
Supreme
Commission
Court
of India functions
Election
much
Commission is
better
not
than
going to
each
answer
one of us
Srivastava
here, I
or
guess.
anyone else.
नहीं ये टेक्निकली गलत कह रहे हैं। जुडिशरी ने कभी भी ईवीएम्स को सर्टिफाई नहीं किया, बोला था हर मशीन के साथ वीवीपैट पे डबल चेकिंग करो।
संजू वर्मा,
वो महंगी
संजू वर्मा,
पड़ती है,
संजू
वो
वर्मा,
इसका
please
नहीं
respond.
किया गया।
ईवीएम क्या हुआ? ईवीएम कहाँ है? झूठ मत बोलिए. ईवीएम क्या है? What about the EVM? EVMs.
Sanju Verma,
अमेरिका कुछ नहीं
Sanju
करेगा.
Verma, come
No.
in. Sanju Verma, please come in. Yes.
Thank you.
That is connected to the internet. Our EVMs
Heena,
are
let me make one point.
connected.
Okay,
can I
Dr. Amin, let Sanju Verma finish her point. Yes.
Thank you. Heena, let's get one thing very clear. For the first time, EVMs were used on a pilot basis in an election in Kerala way back in 1982. The CPM won that by-election. For the first time in state assembly elections, EVMs were used in 1988 for elections to the states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Delhi. The Congress won all these three states, BJP lost. For the first time, EVMs were used on a national level in the 2004 general elections. Congress and its alliance partners won, BJP lost. 2009 EVMs were used, Congress-led UPA won, BJP lost. But since 2014, when the BJP started winning and Congress started losing, suddenly EVMs became non-kosher. As they say, grapes are sour when Rahul Gandhi and his team loses. But I will give you one very important data. Since Vivek Srivastava asked, this is data provided by the Maharashtra State Election Commission Chief, Mr. Chokhalingam. Very quickly, he says, in 2004, from 6.3 crore voters in the Lok Sabha elections, the number of voters went up to 6.59 crore in the Vidhan Sabha elections, which was a 4.69% rise. Then he says in Lok Sabha 2009 from Maharashtra, the number of voters went up from 7.29 crore, Heena, in the Vidhan Sabha elections to 7.59 crore, which was a jump of 30 lakhs, which was a 4.13% jump. He says now compared to Lok Sabha 2004, Lok Sabha 2009, you look at Lok Sabha 2024, the number of voters went up from 9.3 crores to 9.7 crores, a 39 lakh increase, which was a 4.26% jump.
Right.
He said 4.26% is in line with 2004, is in line with 2009. BJP lost 2004. BJP lost 2009.
Quick response. Akashdeep Puri wants to respond. Yes.
Heena, the comparison is flawed. The comparison is with...
Absolutely.
Now let me tell you, the comparison they are doing is totally flawed. Why the comparison is flawed? Because this is a comparison between the 5 years from 2019 to 2024. The increase in voters was 31 lakh. In just 5 months, 5 साल में 31 लाख लोग बढ़े और 5 महीने में 41 लाख लोग बढ़ गए.
Dr. Amin, how will you like to respond to this concern? Dr. Amin, how will you like to respond?
No, let me...
Okay, allow him to respond. No, allow him to respond to the point that you're making. One by one. Allow him to respond to the specific question you have asked. Dr. Amin, yes.
Hannah, I'll give the answer. The practice is there. I told you, in every election, general election, assembly or the parliament, before election we have the assessment of the voters registration, deletion, addition. This is the practice. So this is not a force, not rigging, nothing favor to anyone. This is done by practice by the voters registration, addition, deletion and addition. This is the practice.
Prove it to you are wrong.
You are wrong. You doesn't know. You have not worked with the election commission. You doesn't know the BLO.
In Delhi.
You doesn't know the.
Please let me speak.
Okay, Dr.
Have you
Akashdeep
registered
Puri.
Let me speak.
To whom? BLO.
In Delhi elections specifically. Now let me. Delhi elections.
Nobody can.
Aam Aadmi Party came with numbers.
You forget about the Delhi election.
Party has given.
You have lost the election. That's why you are blaming to the election commission. Election commission never favored to anyone.
Tushar Gupta wants to come in. Okay, Tushar Gupta also wants to come in. Yes.
Why is Akashdeep Muni so agitated today? He was very happy when the Aam Aadmi Party was winning in 2015, 2020. He was very happy when the Aam Aadmi Party was winning despite the increase in electors in Delhi. He was very happy. Today he has a conspiracy theory. This Akashdeep fellow is making no sense because he is not quoting the numbers from Delhi and Punjab. Heena, the simple point here is that an increase in the electoral roll happens across the countries. It's just not unique to Maharashtra. It will happen in Delhi also as the population increases. It will happen in Madhya Pradesh also, in Assam also, in Gujarat also, in Tamil Nadu also. Right? The number of electors increase everywhere. Why is that?
Okay, all of you, if all of you will speak over each other, we won't be able to understand.
But I have no idea what he speaks.
Okay, no, my last simple point that I'd like to make here is that if indeed there are discrepancies that Rahul Gandhi is talking about, that Dr. Akashdeep Muni is also talking about, in this particular debate that Mr. Vivek Srivastava has also raised, then why not take them to the courts? It's very, very simple, because if you have a doubt, you have every right in this country to approach the judiciary, get the answers. You don't want to believe the Election Commission of India. You don't want to listen to Dr. Amin, who is former Joint Director, Election Commission of India, who was explaining to you the process. Then take the legal route. I mean, who's stopping you? But again and again, if these kind of statements are coming, then they definitely have an impact. They cause an irreparable damage to the institutions, something that even the Supreme Court has mentioned. I'd like to repeat. Repeated and persistent doubts and despair, even without supporting evidence, can have contrarian impact of creating distrust. This can reduce citizen participation and confidence in elections that is essential for a healthy and robust democracy. And I would like to end this debate here. Thank you very much for joining us, all of you. We'll, of course, be tracking this closely ahead as well. Sanju Verma, Tushar Gupta, Dr. Amin, Dr. Akashdeep Muni and Vivek Srivastava, thank you all for joining us on Newshour this evening. We'll slip into a short break.